We were here 4 hours. So it took 2 hours before we even started recording.
That's the craziest part, yeah. Because we were
couldn't
here,
get this,
and we couldn't get the
Hold on.
audio.
Let me start the thing, and then we can talk about it while you come. Cool? You get one more time.
So we're not going live on Facebook today, right? Those days are behind us, Elliot. We're not giving this shit out for free anymore. Damn. This dick
ain't free.
It is not free, no.
Ain't free?
No, this dick's not free. It took us 2 hours to get the audio to work last week, and then 2 hours afterwards. So by the end of that Kanye podcast, it was...
You're like, we should...
Too hot.
Damn, son.
Too hot.
Corey got laid last night.
024.
Hey, Casey. Hey, turn me up with my headphones.
024. New Hotness. Episode 24.
Hey,
this original track?
Just me.
Episode, but like we're all together. You can't
Yeah.
New Hotness.
say
Thank
that.
you.
Say
New
that
Hotness.
we got say that like we got different channels. Like, if you turn you up, it turns me up. So we get loud. It's okay. Huh?
No, we have separate channons.
No. He turns you up, he turns me up.
Oh, no, he
okay,
believes in equality.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
Brother man, get
This is Team Up
On this
Chance.
week's episode of Are You Woke?
roll the clip.
Roll the clip, Johnny.
roll that B-roll over there. Yeah.
It's like the girl screaming at the gun control rally where she's like screaming at the center, but then there's like a guy in a Nazi mustache, like a Hitler mustache in the background, just waving. Damn, not woke enough.
She wasn't ready.
What's up, hotheads? Welcome to the new Hotness podcast. I am Chance Willie at Chance Willie on Instagram and Twitter.
I am Corey Perry, at Corey Perry on Twitter, and on Instagram as a stranger to the world.
That's
Are you woke?
wait. That's your Instagram.
Yeah, it is.
I follow you, and I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. It's I was sulking at 23 when I made that thing.
Oh, you were 23. I thought you were a 15-year-old girl. My fault.
Coming in hot on the podcast today.
New
with the
Hotness.
E's. Oh, man.
This is Elliot White at Says the Jamaican on Twitter, at Says the Jamaican on Instagram. But it's better than at Strangers. to the
Yo, I
World.
need to
Everybody hates on my
redefine
shit.
my
I'm-
brand on Instagram. I need to rebrand. I need a woke name like you guys.
Yeah, man.
Just Chance Willie.
just my fire ass.
Could be just Willie by chance.
Yeah.
You get this Willie by chance. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, get this Willie. That's what it is.
There's
Big Willie.
a chance this Willie will disappoint you.
Are you just a really big Will Smith fan? Is that not the namesake of this podcast?
Yeah. Well, I'm just a
You know that was
black fan.
You hear the sample? That's Will Smith on the sample.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's him saying New Hotness
I
on the track.
assumed that was you.
No. Well, thank you, though. I appreciate it, but no. That's...
Yeah, there's a in Men in Black 2.
Oh, I know the clip.
So you're familiar with the clip, yeah.
Oh,
Great
busted.
movie.
New Hotness.
Old and Busted, the new Hotness, yeah.
Old busted hotness.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're happy to have...
That's an old lady with some good pussy, ain't it? It's like, oh, you old, but you got some ill
You working with it.
working with it. You got all that experience.
Who's the oldest person you've ever had sex with? How old was the oldest person you've had sex with?
Are we going down this
already? Okay.
Should I go youngest?
52.
52.
52.
Whoa.
What was it? Well, now I gotta know.
Oh, one of the context of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had...
That's pretty damn old.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Well,
it just happened like maybe 6 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Y'all still fucking?
I mean, like, we made plans to fuck later. You know what I mean? Like,
Whoa.
yeah, like, yeah.
So she got that ill now.
Yeah. You be
Really?
like, she's like got no kids. She
Really?
She grew up being a gymnast, professional cheerleader.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Holy
You
shit.
know, she just got
You just
all
get her
kinds of-
nurse out of the room and you're good to go.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, you know,
I was almost there. I was almost there. Yeah.
it's one of your mom's friends.
No, Tinder date. I set the parameters on my Tinder all the way up.
Wow.
And I couldn't do it. I almost had like a sugar mama.
How high does the Tinder parameter go? Is it 99?
99.
Which is discriminatory to these 100-year-old bitches.
True.
So
Should
I
be 99 plus.
99 plus. Well, yeah, no, I think it is actually 99 plus.
Okay.
But yeah, 57. And we went on a Tinder date. She took me out, paid for everything.
Whoa.
But like, it was a
Was
very
her body banging though? Like, could you have got with it if it came on the brass tacks?
honestly, I only did it for the bit.
Good.
And I couldn't. When it got down to it, I couldn't follow through because just the uncomfortable situation. She was like, "So what do you and your little friends do for fun?" And I was like, I can't do this.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I'm a grown man, bitch.
Like, don't say me and my little friends if you're
Sound like-
trying to
who you
hit.
talking to?
If you want me to
Right.
fuck.
Yeah, you just went out with a
Are you-
pedophile.
Oh, you thought I was younger.
Hello, baby. Oh man,
What about you, Chance?
the oldest. She was like 38, but I was 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was real.
I got statutory rape. Yeah.
I thought that was just for a bit. No, that was real. Okay.
No, that was absolutely real. That's so real I can't even talk about it.
Can't even use names. Nothing like that.
Definitely not. Not even the context of the situation. I cannot really.
So it was
go
a
into.
teacher. It was definitely a teacher.
Let's not go down that
Could have
road.
been an administrator, like an assistant principal, or something like that.
Somebody
Oh,
on the
no.
faculty.
No,
It's
because
gotta
then I would be trying to get that hush
What
money if it was that big. I'm not going to
Lady,
blackmail somebody for a teacher salary.
Oh,
Well,
my
what's the
bad.
point?
Oh, so you fucking lunch ladies now?
I mean, shit. You need somebody who could cook, you know? Somebody to like take care of you, you know?
cool.
That's
Well,
what
open up.
Elliot's into.
As long as,
Well,
they,
yeah.
as long as they make that stop sign pizza, man, I would have stayed with them the rest of my
that
life.
square
man.
pizza?
Ooh,
Right.
Actually, rectangle pizza.
Dude, I kind of like the square pizza, honestly.
did.
I'm a dirtbag, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed the
yeah.
school pizza.
Oh, yeah,
It was just
no.
frozen pizza. Like tell me you've never had a Tostino's pizza and it just hit the spot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe you were stoned out of your mind. Maybe you were just like real hungry as a kid. You had
Yeah.
nothing in the fridge, nothing at all. You get home and there's just that Tostino's pizza. in the
Right, get
freezer.
the combination. Then you make chicken nuggets and you put the shit on it together.
I went fucking crazy the other day. I put pizza rolls and pizza bagels on top of a pizza.
Boy,
I was like,
damn,
fuck
I
it.
mean, you should have just drilled some ranch on them shits or something like
Oh,
that.
you think I didn't? But the key is cook them all separately.
Yeah. That's most internet shit you can do.
I was going fucking
got
crazy.
Right.
baked and watched Epic Mealtime. Was like, I could do something like that. I could do this shit. I could do something like that.
Right, exactly.
This guy's made millions doing this. I can do
Yeah.
this at home.
Wear nothing but my cat socks. Whatever. I don't know what are they doing on that.
I don't understand why they don't serve pizza rolls at bars though. Like I feel like that'd be great bar food.
That is
and
great bar
actually,
food.
It's
and
cheap,
low
it's
cost. Yeah.
quick.
Three Crow here in Nashville does like
Pizza rolls?
They do like
Why are we there right now?
they make pizza. They call them pizza wontons, but they're just pizza rolls.
All right.
Just big wontons you get just in the same style of triangle and shit like that.
Okay.
But it's
like an artisan pizza roll.
you pay,
So they
Yeah.
charge more for it.
oh yeah, you pay 6 and get 3, that kind of deal. So
No.
I mean, it's fire though.
Hey, pizza rolls would be fire,
That's
man.
great bar.
You run like a $3 like happy hour thing on pizza rolls, man. No, actually, you wouldn't do it on happy hour. You do it at like right before
Your
last
kitchen
call.
closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's easy, quick bar food. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm patent pending. I'm about to start approaching bars with this idea. Tostinos, let me be in charge of your marketing campaign.
You sell to the wrong people.
Right. Well, I mean that's what you got to do now, man. Is you got to synergize.
Oh, yeah.
You got to synergize and energize your brand.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah,
That's what
it's
we
all
got to
about
do.
the brand.
Pedialyte's doing that now. Have you seen like?
Yeah, there are advertisements for drunks now, right?
Yeah,
Is that the case?
definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm trying to work on it now, where I want to start running their advertising campaign. Like Pedialyte, it's not just for babies anymore. It's for daddies too.
Love it.
That's nice.
Oh man.
So that's literally like at a meeting they were like, hey, people are just drinking this when they're
Fucked
fucking
up.
tanked.
Yeah.
Tanked.
That's pretty crazy.
That's what I needed
That
to
came up
get
at a
this
meeting.
morning.
They're like, how
It's
do
Pedialyte.
we get that sect of the population? But anyway, guys, we're very
Very happy to have Elliot on the
Very
show.
happy to have
Yeah,
Elliot.
doing Hotness.
Very happy.
Tell
to
the
be
people
here.
about yourself. Elliot. What do you like? What do you
What do you
from?
do?
It says here you're from Huntsville, Alabama.
Not from Huntsville. That's just where my bed's at. I'm from Chicago originally.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, born and raised, Chi City.
whoa.
Moved down to Huntsville for school. Started doing comedy down there,
Nice.
and yeah.
What was it? What school is in Huntsville?
I went to Oakwood University, which is an HBCU. They probably wouldn't want me saying their name on on this podcast, this wildly listened to podcast.
Yeah, wildly popular podcast in
Podcast,
Hotness.
because it's a Christian school as well.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah. Well, no, it was decent.
I mean, like black.
It was real decent.
I don't know,
It was
man.
real
Black
decent.
folks going to church and black folks going to church and school at the same time. Can't fuck with that.
No, well, there'd be like fake
they-
thugs there, and first of all, if you're in college, you're not a thug. Anybody that goes to college, and also if you're at a Christian college, like your grandma still prays for you. I know, like you haven't lost all your family.
Oh, yeah,
you're
for
not
sure.
a real thug.
For sure.
But Oakwood, I don't know, it was okay school. It's got a great music program. Not what I went to school for, but it does have a great music program.
Oh, so that's what you originally did.
Yeah, that's why I went to Huntsville. Other than that,
Okay.
like I wouldn't leave Chicago, move to Huntsville, and start doing comedy.
Yeah, like this is the town to do it in.
Something coming.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to put Huntsville on the map.
Word.
Yeah, man. I'm all over.
Cool, man. So you make beats, right? That's your thing. Yeah,
I
yeah.
do make beats.
Yeah, we played one of your beats on the podcast one time, didn't we?
Really?
That one you sent me a beat in an email and we played it over something.
Did
So yeah, we did. Remember?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I believe it.
It was very Kanye inspired
Oh,
type
yeah.
shit. It was very cool, man.
Yeah.
And so did you learn how to like make beats in school? Was that the deal
No,
in
I
music
started
school?
making beats in like 8th grade, like Fruity Loops, man.
Okay.
Everybody fucked with Fruity Loops.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, everybody in Chicago was trying to be a rapper, man. Kanye
Yeah.
came out, he was making soul beats, and I was like, I wanted this. I wanted
I thought
He
a
was
blood
like, your
vessel
beats
just
is
popped.
trash, bro. I heard that shit. Corey don't remember. He blocked it out.
I did. Probably had some extremely hot chicken that day.
Yeah.
And I probably hiccuping and snotting through my nose. It's
Oh, man. I'm excited to get into this chicken.
yo.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
so shout out to Princess Hot
Yeah.
Chicken, the OG location.
That's what we had to do today,
That's
man.
what we had to do today. We wanted, since you were coming on the show.
And I've never had Nashville hot chicken either.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we
You've never
also
had Nashville hot
documented the
chicken?
first time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I do
Nice.
like spicy food, though. So.
Oh man, this
Cool,
is going,
man.
This is right up your alley, man.
Yeah.
It's right
Do you
up your
gotta
alley.
eat it with the pickle or like?
No. There's plenty of
You can
pieces
take
with
the
it.
pickle off.
Pickles
I'm
is
not a
the
huge fan of the pickle. I gotta be honest with you, man.
I'm not
You know
a
what?
pickle guy.
You know what? I take the pickle. Fuck
Yeah.
y'all. I eat all your pickles.
Yeah.
No, pause. Okay. There we go. If we play that game. so.
Man, live your life, bro. It's 2018. People eating ass and eating pickles.
No, man.
Do your thing.
I'm Pickle Rick. Am I right, guys? We're Rick and Morty fans, right? Intellectuals, us. We Rick and Morty
Yes,
fans.
intellectual.
Dude, did you rip did you rip into an open micer at D's? Because he,
Yeah, for being a Rick and Morty fan, he was like such the type. Like he thought everything he had to say was like so important and
Oh,
groundbreaking.
yeah.
He's like, I am an intellectual, you know, just like
I'm also important.
yeah, just like
Was it his first time doing comedy too?
yeah. And he was just like the most Aspergery like libertarian in the room.
He was wearing like a Patriots hat with he was wearing a Patriots hat with like a tweed blazer, patches on it and shit.
yeah, yeah. He had the definitely
know
the
that guy.
the like yeah,
You know that guy?
I know that guy.
the like my favorite movie is Boondock Saints guy, like that guy. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we got the Princess Hot Chicken today. I can't believe you haven't had this before. This is very exciting, man.
I'm gonna grab one.
This
I'm
is
just
the day.
gonna-
Yeah.
do I have to wait? Is there a portion?
There's like a whole thing. There's like a no. There's a,
I'm like,
Welcome back to. Oh,
Are
you?
we
Whoa.
dropping balloons and shit?
okay, so we're gonna hop in here now. While we're eating the chicken, we're gonna do our segment based on the
Aforementioned.
aforementioned Men in Black bit, where I'm gonna read some topics off to you, and you tell me if they're old and busted or the new hotness. Can you do that while you're eating the chicken? Let's do it. Let's go in. All right, we'll start out. Number one, anime. Old and
Anime.
busted or the new hotness?
It's the new hotness now, I think.
Give it to me. Why? What do you think so?
It's just become more popular, more socially acceptable. Before it was always that weird kid that was like,
Word.
I like Naruto. Like, yeah. But anime, especially Michael B. Jordan just in an interview, and he was like, I fucks with anime.
Yeah. You say like reads Attack on Titan, like really
like-
basic stuff, you know, just covers like what's popular, but hey, it's stuff too.
It's still anime.
Yeah. Yeah. It's new hottest for me, man. I watch One Piece weekly.
Really?
So, you know, I fucks with
Too
One
many episodes. I don't
Piece. Oh yeah,
fuck
for
with
sure.
it.
It's dead.
Too many fillers, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
I fucks with the hot chicken though.
Yeah.
What do you think,
See
man?
right now?
It's not as hot as I thought it was gonna be.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the hottest flavor at Prince's though.
Really?
Yeah.
It's got
It's
three,
good though.
It's got 3 X's in the hot in front of it. It's real.
You let it sit on the palate, man.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
It'll
kind of
hit me.
abrasive, like the first few times you eat it, but I kind of started craving it every week a little bit, honestly.
You look forward to it now.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Yeah. So I'm gonna say anime, new hotness, right? It's definitely like it's made some kind of like I don't know. I feel like people on Twitter are like trying to make it cool.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. That I feel like that's kind of crazy. That
It's real easy to me.
'Cause it's
Animate.
It's super easy
super
to me.
easy to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
It's like relatable and
right,
If you
make
can
it-
meme it, people are gonna like it.
right.
so,
Zach
yeah.
Fox is always on Twitter talking about anime.
My
Yeah.
favorite Twitter account.
No
My
shit. Yeah.
favorite Twitter
Is he
account.
not though?
Oh,
That
so
is the
good.
funniest shit, man.
You're sweating, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is Elliot doesn't know. I have weak jeans. Very weak gene pool. So
It's hot as hell.
That's the Herm. Do you know DeHerm?
Yeah.
That's the we have the DeHerm
Herm
soundboard.
hit us with another Herm. Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Next, on the old and busted or new hotness, professional wrestling, old and busted or the new hotness. What do you guys think?
Old and busted.
New hotness.
And I'm wearing a wrestling shirt.
Yeah,
right now.
you're wearing a Ric Flair shirt and say it's
Old and busted.
Well, why?
Just because I only fuck with older wrestling.
okay.
So it's old and busted because the time it's not relevant anymore. People
Okay.
people only like old wrestling. Nope. Do you still currently watch wrestling?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Shit.
The kids right now, to the kids, it's a new hotness, dog.
Is it?
It's a new hotness, dog. Right. So
I don't love the kids.
Also, you hate the kids.
I hate the kids.
I love going to wrestling shows and fucking with the kids. Okay.
Elliot White, fuck the kids.
Fuck the kids. That's
They're
the,
not
that's
the
the rainbow.
future.
Dude.
I am. Fuck the kids. Well, don't fuck the kids. Though.
You know those like little Instagram graphics you make for your shows where it's like it'll have like a tag from one of your jokes in it and then like a picture of you doing stand up. That's yours. Fuck the kids.
Am I right? Am I right, ladies?
Man, I'm gonna say the wrestling in the middle when it was really scary and gothic for a second.
Yeah.
I think that's the new hotness.
Yeah.
When it was real school
Is the
shootery.
Undertaker still wrestling?
He
That's
may or
I'm
may
talking
not
about that
come
guy.
back.
That scary motherfucker.
All right, right in the middle. All right, so what's happening right
That's
now?
the new hotness.
We're like 2 weeks from WrestleMania. Now, WrestleMania is like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh, is that what it is?
that's what's going on right now. It's like they're pulling out all the stops. Shit's happening. Storylines are all coming to a boiling point, coming to a head. And Undertaker may come back and wrestle one more year. You may do
He's
that.
Holy
so
shit.
fucking old.
So
though.
old.
He's coming back.
He's gonna
So-
die in
He's
the
just
ring.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking die in the ring.
That's the most scary shit ever.
Like-
And he's got like the dad gut and just like the painted face.
Oh yeah. Still. I mean, it's a
That
little
eye
overweight.
roll.
Yeah,
He
the
still
eye
does the
roll.
roll.
Still does the eye roll. Still wears the guy liner.
Right.
Still taking people's souls and shit. You know.
When I was
I
a
love
kid,
it.
I did not know the difference between Kiss and wrestling. Like I thought like Kiss was a wrestling thing for so long.
All right, so because Kiss did a wrestling thing for a while.
Oh, did they?
They actually had like a actual.
Well, they
Kiss-
look like wrestlers.
They had a Kiss demon, and wrestled, and you came out to the Kiss.
Corey dropping the knowledge.
Oh yeah,
No
like
shit.
in like 2000 or 99 WCW, right? Go WCW wrestling. Kiss sponsored the wrestler. Guy's name was the Demon, and he came out of this giant sarcophagus, right? And did the blood like Gene Simmons does, and the whole nine shit like that. It was terrible wrestling. He was terrible at it, you know. But
Yeah.
Was there was there tongue? Was there some
Oh, yeah,
tongue
yeah,
action going
yeah,
on?
oh, yeah.
But he had like a
No.
prosthetic tongue because it wasn't really Gene Simmons.
It was really like, yeah, it was really out of place though, cause like
Just a waxy
uh,
tongue.
It's really, they didn't spit blood, shit like that. It was.
I think wrestling changed like hip hop music as a whole. A lot of like artists started doing shit because of wrestling. Like it influenced people for a long time, but now I don't think so. Old and busted, man.
Really?
Old and busted.
All right. That's a word from Elliot White. All right, next. Stand-up comedy, the new hotness or old and busted?
Old and busted. Never do it.
Yeah, never ever do it.
No, new hotness. I think we're in another comedy boom.
Yeah? It certainly feels that way.
It's a different kind of comedy though.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring Vine back though.
Oh man, bitch you on my Vine, bitch you on my. I should be in people's faces saying that shit. It was blast.
Do it for the Vine, man.
Good for the Vine, man.
Everything's internet based. I think it's gonna change the way comedy is done. But
It's already changing booking.
yeah,
Kind of has
clubs are
been for
booking.
years.
Yeah, clubs are booking YouTube and like Instagram people now.
Right.
No.
That don't know how to do comedy. I've
just-
gone to some of those shows.
Oh my god, dude! Have you? I just featured for 2 YouTubers, and they were actually like really fucking good.
Wait, you're bragging?
No, but it's so insane that they didn't hit a single open mic. They didn't have to do
No.
anything.
Didn't grind, didn't get embarrassed.
And that's why a lot of
Never have to
comics are
bomb.
bitter about that, though. They're
I
like,
would be too, man. If I were at that level, like if I've been
you
doing it
skip
for
the
10
line
years,
and you're headlining clubs now.
right. Right. I mean, that's the. I mean,
Really, what's the most important thing about comedy is being a draw. That's at the end of the day. It's
Well,
not
that's,
about-
that's what's important to the club. They
Yeah.
don't care if you're funny, honestly.
Yeah.
If you put butts in seats,
Yeah.
the clubs don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
You could go up there and shit on stage, but they made a bunch of money off
Yeah,
of
man.
it.
I saw Marlon Wayans
I'm the soul.
hump the stool for about 30 minutes. Like, they had to replace his mic twice. It was that serious, you know.
Yeah.
And just because he filled up, he can do what he wants. So
Well, that's based on family ties. That was
Right?
just, yeah.
Hey, did you watch Wokish? You guys seen that?
Yeah.
That special? Kinda. I was like,
Oh.
shit.
No, I didn't see it. Never mind.
I was kind of mad on it, to be honest with you boys.
It went good.
It was aight. It wasn't, after watching Tambourine and going through like what they and like Cat Williams' new special is better than Marlon Wayans.
Dude, I liked Cat Williams'
yeah,
new
Cat
special.
Williams' new special is
I'm
hilarious.
glad he came back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he fell off after he got his ass beat by that little kid.
Right, dude. He literally, yeah, man.
Oh my God, kid was bigger than him. They got him like you freeze frame it. You can see Cat Williams get choked out.
Yeah.
right. You
Right.
see him get choked out.
The last time a 13-year-old ruined a comedian's career that bad, it was Woody Allen. Am I right, guys? Hey, right? Hey,
oh,
bang,
hey, hey,
bang.
hey.
Oh.
Yoinked again. No, Cat Williams did, man. He came out and he had like a gold stool, a gold microphone, a gold mic stand,
Yeah.
and then the back of his special was just like the Oval Office, and he's in just like a gold and black, like crazy. It looks like some shit that
I need to
Migos
check
would
it
wear.
out.
He did 15 minutes on Jacksonville. That's where he was taping his special. He just did 15 minutes. So like Jacksonville, Florida.
He opened up with his Jacksonville chunk on Netflix. On Netflix. That shit was so funny, man. Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Shouts out to Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I hope he hears this.
I hope so too, man. We love you performing.
Did you see him on Atlanta? Did you see him on Atlanta? On the
Oh, I love that show.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's changed. Donald Glover is doing everything I ever wanted to do.
Tom Glover,
Oh yeah.
huge.
Sure,
Yeah.
his-
I don't know whether to be inspired or fucking hate him, but he's doing everything he's music, doing it well.
Right.
Writing, doing it well. Comedy, he had a couple specials, like
Right.
acting. Everything he's done is like gold.
Nice. Let me ask you this: when you see somebody that you kind of admire and is doing all the things that you love and want to do and doing them really well, does it inspire you or does it make you feel like shit? Like, what is your
it's a little
gut
bit of both.
reaction? Yeah.
It's a little bit of both because I'm like, why aren't I could be doing better? I should be doing better.
Right.
So it's like, fuck them for being so good at what they're doing, but also it's like, it's inspiring. Like, okay, I can do this. If he can do this, I can do this.
Right. Right.
But yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. Shouts out to Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
He said the next album is gonna be his like last under that moniker, I think.
I
Right.
thought the last one was going to be the last one.
Well, I don't know where he's gonna go from it because
I
he
kind of
went
hope.
from
I wish
hip-hop-
the last one was the last one because that's like
It was great.
That's his opus. Is that the right term? Yeah. I feel like that's in a culmination of like, I don't know.
Well, he went from like doing hip hop to that was a straight up funk album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it
I'm
really
Seeing,
was.
like,
I'm
a
really
resurgence in
curious
the
to
genre.
see
Oh.
where he goes from that. There's not a lot of modern day funk music. Like there's him, Anderson .Paak, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
He's funk-ish, but you don't hear a lot of funk music nowadays. There's a bunch of white dudes that play in bands and bars that call it funk music, but it's really ska or
Can't
some
really
shit.
feel it. You can't really feel it.
Yeah, no.
That I feel like Yeah.
If Chance told me he was starting a funk band, I would absolutely go watch that shit though.
It would just sound like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's it. Yeah, just like white boy funk it's like white boy reggae. It's just like unlistenable.
Oh, I can't.
Absolutely unlistenable.
I can't do it.
Yeah, no. Anderson .Paak he's cold. Did you hear his new single?
Yeah, the iTunes commercial.
Man, that gave me the feels a little bit. It honestly did. Yeah,
It's good though.
It's good.
And I'm a Twigs fan. FKA Twigs.
See, I don't listen. I'm not a listener. But is it just her?
She's kind of weird, but she's real out there. But I'm a fan of her. She's fine as hell.
Yeah.
Anybody that's fine as hell, if your music is somewhat decent, I'll be a fan. Just don't be
That's
trash.
really, I feel like that's every young man's assessment of a female artist. Like, oh, you're
fine
great,
as hell.
fine as hell, but I won't play your music, but I watch your video.
I watch your
video.
I can watch your shit on silent, girl.
And then there's kind of like MIA.
Oh yeah.
Is not like the most conventionally hot chick in the world.
Yeah.
But just there's something about her
She's
like
got
attitude.
Sex appeal. She's
Right.
got sex. You can have sex appeal and not be majorly attractive.
True.
It's just
Right.
something about you that she's je ne sais quoi. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I would just
I just
roll
like
with
to
it,
call
man.
I just like to call her bad bitch. Just like and wherever. That's what it is. She's a bad bitch. Like you can be ugly and still be a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true.
Ever say you bad
That's
bitch?
true.
You a bad bitch.
You
know
so
what I'm saying?
ugly, you kind of cute,
Girl,
like a pug,
right?
Yeah. I think
Something real aggressive about your nature. I want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, Rihanna's the baddest woman on the planet, and she's got a 5 head. So it's like you can, just like
honestly,
it is so much of it is attitude.
All pretty girls got big foreheads.
Yeah,
Because honestly, that's my opinion. All pretty girls have
because there's big
foreheads.
brains in there.
Exactly.
That's what we're looking for.
That's what makes you pretty.
I'm thinking about it now. It's like Rihanna, Kerry Washington,
Big foreheads.
big
man.
forehead.
And you know what it is? Because
got big forehead. Oprah's not that fine though.
You gonna try to squeeze your bed into this?
No.
Try and shoehorn a.
Sorry. My bad.
wait, no, you wouldn't smash Oprah?
Yeah, I got a bit about smashing Oprah. I'm gonna do it tonight. So you.
Okay, cool.
it's gonna be dope.
We're on that show together.
Yeah,
That's
so
gonna be
we
fun. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
plug at the end, right? Yeah.
You can plug whenever, man. I mean, you're gonna be the
like,
only person
well, it's
listening. Whenever you want to hear it.
The shows we're taping
It's
now.
now. Yeah, it's not gonna come out.
It's gonna come out to like I assume if you went to Broads and Brews at 5 Spot on the 22nd of March, you had a good time because
Right.
we were there.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you listen to this 10 years in the future, then
You missed it.
fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Why are you listening to archives, bitch? Listen, get some recent shit, all right? New Hotness. This is old New Hotness. If you
But also listen to all the
20
shit.
listen to archive.
Listen to everything, but also fuck you for not listening to when it came out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Way to be late to the heat, you know what I'm saying?
Because by then it's not the New Hotness. It's old
sure.
busted.
And then it's Old and Busted, which is going to be our next podcast when we've given up. And that's going to be a much darker podcast. There's going to be a lot more drinking, a lot more yelling.
I thought you said a lot more draking.
Drinking?
Oh, man.
Don't drink and drive, bro. You know, we
just
get
cry
really
about it.
emotional and just start crying.
Just listening to Take Care and just like drive off a bridge.
Oh,
Fuck that splash.
that was such a good album, though.
Is okay. Here we go. Is
Drake the New Hotness old?
That's actually kind of a good question. What do you think about where? Just give me your thoughts on Drake right now. Forget about the segment. What do you feel like? What's your just thoughts on Drake? as a whole?
Drake is somebody I don't want to like what I do.
Okay.
This is a great beat. Oh, man.
What is this? This is like Jay Dilla.
Selfish. Kanye
Kanye.
made this beat.
Yeah.
For Slum Village.
Yeah.
John Legend sings on the hook. Oh, man, maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. Oh, the video's also dope
Oh,
too.
yeah.
This is right when Fonzworth Bentley was still in everybody's
still
video.
right.
Still in everybody's video.
That's the job I always wanted.
Right?
To just be Fonzworth Bentley. He was just
like-
fly as fuck for no reason.
Right?
Would just show up. He was doing Outcast skits like.
Oh yeah, fucking. He was on the Love Below.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
Shit.
man.
Yeah.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Drake.
Drake
Yeah,
is somebody I
give me the rundown on Drake.
initially I didn't want to like. I wasn't
Initially?
because he was so emotional and he was very contrary to everything hip hop was. And I don't consider Drake a rapper. I consider him a hip hop artist, but I don't consider him a rapper just because he does more singing than rapping. And then even when he's rapping, he's not rapping. Like Chance the Rapper said one thing in an interview. He's like, I don't rap, I don't sing, I just talk pretty. And I'm like, yeah, that's what Drake does too. But was that the Chance?
But Chance the Rapper,
He's on the boards. Casey's the man.
Oh yeah, he's on it.
Chance the Rapper, dog. But you're a rapper though.
But
You can't call yourself Chance. You can't call yourself Chance the Artist. if you
Corey's
wanna
got
do
an
that.
issue with Chance.
Yeah, man.
You're
if you
not a
gonna-
Chance fan?
No, I'm like, he was
man.
cool. I mean, he's cool. I fucks with him. I've seen him live. I enjoy the show. You know what I mean? I felt inspired.
Oh, he
Lifted
puts
up
on
that
he
shit.
puts on a good show.
All that, I fucks with it. I'm just saying, yo.
But
However,
if you
everything
gonna
before
be
the butt is bullshit.
Yeah, everything was bullshit. But if you gonna call yourself Chance the Rapper, better rap your ass off, nigga. Rap your ass off.
I'm a
Rap.
Chance fan
bars.
because I'm from Chicago, though. So like,
Bars.
he's got bars though.
Just consistently.
He does.
Just
he does
be,
have
don't call
bars.
yourself the rapper if you're gonna not be the rapper.
So he's got to exclusively rap if he's the rapper.
I mean, yeah.
He can't sing if he's the
Yeah.
rapper.
Yeah.
All rappers
what about
are singing.
T-Pain, rapper turned singer?
Yeah.
Does that count for nothing? I think I'm about to have my white boy woke moment of the day.
Okay, go for it.
But
White boy woke moment.
is
Here
Chance
we
the
are.
Rapper not kind of a commentary on what it means to be a rapper, even that his name is the rapper and that he is like turning the style on its head?
Oh shit.
That in and of itself
And he's
is.
taking a chance.
Oh shit.
My man dropped the beat.
My eyes
Whoa.
just opened. I was like, oh shit.
Your Joe Rogan alpha brain just kicked in.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This mushroom goo is real.
So you think that there's a lot of parallels between Drake and Chance the Rapper? I feel like that's a good.
I think so. I can't say I'm objectively looking at it. I'm a Chance fan, so whatever you say, I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck that. He dope.
Yeah, but I don't think Drake isn't dope.
What were you saying? Sorry, I'm too busy trolling. What's up?
Hot off the final four in the Kanye bracket last week's episode.
Yeah.
I wonder.
We made it way too far into
Oh, it made a championship game. What are you talking about?
But honestly, there's no such thing as a bad Kanye song. There's no. It's so difficult. I don't even understand.
I didn't
how you
mean for
guys
that.
do it.
I didn't mean for that to happen either. It just
Yeah.
sort of happened that way.
Well, you just kept rolling with it.
Yeah, man.
it's
I was going off feeling. I was like, at one point in time in the line, and
It's escalation of commitment.
Escalate is like, yo, and if I had a choice of a Kanye West song I would listen to in that very moment. Between two.
I went to school for business, and they call that escalation of commitment. When you buy a stock and you see that shit dropping, you're like, oh,
man.
but no, I'm gonna stick with it. It's
Stick
gonna
with
bounce
it.
back.
Stick with it.
Right.
And you're seeing
It's
this
so-
track that shouldn't have gone so far go far. You're like, no, it's hot. I swear it's hot.
You know,
Right.
just waiting for the market to readjust. It's always an adjustment. You know,
In
that's how
10
bull
years,
markets
everybody's
work.
gonna
yeah.
realize that was the hottest Kanye.
Yeah, at some
Right.
point, yeah.
Somebody's gonna do a think piece on that specific bracket on
Well,
Corey, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that was the
Do you
thing the
still
whole
have?
time."
Do you still have that bracket? I know you got.
Yeah, I still got. I still
Well,
got
that's
all
what
the
happened
notes.
with 808s and Heartbreaks. Like, everybody was like, oh, this is trash. And then a couple years later, people were
Went
like,
back,
yo,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
like, this is dope. It was ahead of his time.
Yeah, especially when like Future, especially like
Oh,
hit,
yeah.
and like everything was like auto-tune rapping, like pop rap, like Lil Yachty. Like you're telling me that shit couldn't exist without?
Lil Bo-
Yeah, that shit could not exist without 808s and Heartbreaks.
Yeah,
It could not.
Yeah, listen to Lil Boat too.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Seamless transition.
I boo.
Lil Bo too. Let's get into it.
I-
Fuck it. Let's get into it.
Is that, are we saying New Hotness or Holding Bus?
No, the segment
Segment.
kind of like fizzled out. I think, but yeah.
Lil Boat too. When it comes to, I have a couple suggestions for Lil Yachty, by the way.
Get
I
into
just
it,
want
yeah.
to write ad libs for Lil Yachty. Like when he starts rapping fast, I really just want him to say speedboat. And I'm trying to figure out how to get that to him. I just tweeted at him regularly, like, you need to start saying speedboat before you drop a quick 16. Or like if it's a chopped and screwed version, just say tugboat. And slow it down. But
That's great. I loved how on the first album he had the Lil Yachty persona and then he had Lil Boat persona.
Lil Boat, yeah.
And Boat was like the bad boy.
well, it reminded me of when Cassidy did the Hustler versus where he freestyle or he battled himself on the opening track of one of his albums. Oh shit, what album was that? I don't fucking remember.
You blanking on that album?
Yeah, I'm blanking.
I
on
love
it.
that idea though of like the two personas. That'd be like if I just had another persona and his name was Chase, and he was just like an asshole. He just like parked in handicap spots and shit.
Chance and
Chase, little Chase.
Chase Willie. Chase Willie. That sounds like a gay rapper.
Chase Willie.
Chase Willie. Dude, there are like there are like there's a bunch of like gay trap music out right now.
Yeah, it's because well, Zach Fox has made me very aware.
I know, like he's such a window into that shit, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like good though.
But it's not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, it's just very different from trap music. It's something you don't expect.
And I don't know. I feel like it's kind of the logical progression, man, of like music that is all about just expression and like I don't know, just like passionate delivery. That's a drag show. There's not substance at a drag show. It's all just showing the fuck out, you know.
So could you listen to a gay trap album, like the whole thing?
The whole album.
The whole album.
I like singles,
and
man.
Talking about busting booties wide open. And just like whatever gay dudes do, but
on a track. I don't know what it is, but I think it's busting booties wide open.
I can only assume.
Busting booties wide open. It could be anything. What if one is a hit? You know what I'm saying? What if one could hit? Like, you never know.
Dude, if it slaps, I will listen to it. That's the rule.
I don't know if I could listen to a whole album, and it's not my thing. It's not my thing, and that's fine.
So what if it's a lesbian trap house? What if it's a stud out here?
Well,
could you fuck with a stud rapper?
You mean like all women rappers now? You mean Cardi B?
Oh, you mean Young Ma? Yeah, like
Young M.A.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I identify with that more because I like women. So if they're rapping about fucking women, then I'll be like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I mean that's a genius way to get the male market. It's like Cardi B's just like I got your girl on Molly in the coupe. That's just like that's part of the equation. That's just like it works.
Not anymore.
Even more
that's
so.
A facade. She's pregnant by Offset. Like, you ain't fucking no girls, Cardi.
And why is every one of her songs just about fucking Offset? Like that's all she talks about.
That's her only credit.
That's her accolade. That she's fucked Offset.
It's gonna get ugly when they.
But she's cold though.
Oh, you know they're gonna last. It's not gonna last.
I'm a Cardi. Well, I don't even say I'm a Cardi B fan. I'm a Bodak Yellow fan.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit is.
It's still hitting hard. I think it's still on the charts right now.
Yeah.
But it's been like almost a year and it's been like no album.
Yeah. I'm glad
it's coming out. It's supposed to come out like very soon. Actually, the new
mixtape.
She had a couple an album. I think supposedly. It's hard to even say now.
It's all the same. Now.
It's hard to even say.
She's best featured on other people's records. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Finesse was a good track.
Finesse was dope.
Yeah. She did exactly.
About Bruno Mars?
Love Bruno Mars.
He's fun.
Do you think he's culturally appropriating? No. Have you seen that? Have you seen that debate?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh no, I was asking Chance. How do you feel about cultural appropriation?
Sorry, I didn't mean to appropriate Corey's answer.
Here comes white man again.
Yeah, just always trying to fall back over the conversation.
Who's that mouthy ghost in the middle?
I don't mind Bruno Mars doing his thing because it's good.
Yeah, he's not bad at it.
Right? Is he Hawaiian? Right? Is he?
I really don't know. He's racially ambiguous.
It's like just racially ambiguous James Brown. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
If he's just moving.
But he gives full credit to black people. So I think he's like, no, I was very inspired by it. So I'm like, all right, he's not just saying like I created this sound, yo.
Right. Yeah. As opposed to the Beatles. Yeah. You know,
trash.
It's not like
trash.
On
Beatles
that
are
level.
trash.
Culture vultures, yo. What
Migos are better than the Beatles. Quote me on that.
You should get that on a shirt. You should get that on a shirt
Migos were definitely better than the Beatles. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Ray Shrimmer's better than the Beatles.
I'm looking at like 3. Yo, it's coming. You know it's gonna be a triple album?
No shit.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, it's gonna be like how you know how they did Love Below and Speaker Box? Like they each get an album and then they're gonna do one together.
Okay.
What?
So yeah, they already they
Slim
just dropped
Jimmy's
3.
is gonna be so 3-6. Like it's just gonna be fucking like he's leaning into that shit so hard right now. What was the single they just put out?
They put out 3 singles.
Oh, what was the first one? It was called Power Glide.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Honestly, how did you feel about Culture 2?
Long, man. It really was like
disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, you cut 5 of those tracks off. You cut 5 tracks. I think it works to it.
You think it was too long?
It's too long.
And you said disappointing.
After Culture,
also because it's too long.
Culture was awesome. It was like what 12 or 14 tracks, and every single song.
Culture too.
Every single song. Let's get it pulled up. But every song was a banger,
I want to
right?
say like
every song slapped.
18, 19 songs were on Culture too.
And nothing tops Drake's playlist that he dropped. How many
More
tracks?
Life. You got 50 tracks on More Life.
Oh my God.
More Life. That's what I want back because I wasted so much time listening to that long ass mixtape. So many tracks. So many tracks.
Well, here's the.
That's what they're doing now. It's everybody's pushing to have longer
Albums.
longer projects.
Yeah.
It's going back to the Master P days of,
Where you just putting shit out.
Yeah, you put 50. Yeah, you pay $20 for a CD. I'm gonna give you 24 songs on it.
Yeah.
And some of those may hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just hope like, all right, one of these is gonna be a hit. If I make 1,000 songs, like,
yeah,
what was it?
it's really,
Chris Brown put out a 100
50s.
Yeah, it was. It's fucking ridiculous.
and that's how and that's how they're breaking streaming. That's how they're making more money. Just like, all right, cool, we'll put this long album out. But really, you've listened to the album once, it counts as two. Yeah. 2 buys. So like you can easily go platinum off of a couple fools just listening to your album.
Chris Brown put out 100 songs last year. 50 of them were on one album.
Like, y'all heard that Chris Brown Lil Dicky?
Oh yeah. Freaky Friday.
How do you feel about that Freaky Friday shit?
I saw someone tweet like Lil Dicky switched bodies with Chris Brown. The first thing he wanted to do was say the N-word. And somebody immediately responded like, you think they really switched bodies? Like, that was just him still, right?
I mean, like, still. I thought it was hilarious premise.
I thought it was,
it was funny premise, you know what I mean? Like, think Lil Dicky rides that line of like comedic. Yeah. Very funny rap. Which is like silly rap, which is like missing.
Yeah. He's fully embraced it where he's like, I'm okay with what I am. Like, he makes the joke during that song where he's like, nobody takes me seriously. Everybody calls me like a play rapper, but like, you know what you are. Yeah. Right? But he's got bars.
It's nice, bro.
He's got bars.
Like,
it's just
like that 5 Fingers he did on Sway a few years ago.
Yeah.
Ooh,
what's your favorite 5
nice.
Fingers?
God, I saw because I haven't watched one in quite some time. Like Wayne Brady killed it on one. This guy named Jack Harlow, this white kid, the last one I watched. He's a kid from Louisville. Killed it, and he's pretty dope too. So be on the lookout.
Earl Sweatshirt had a hard one.
What was the one that Gambino did? Was that
Real Late Rosenberg. It was the one he stopped.
When he was like, started having a conversation and jumps back into it. I was like, all right, that shit was cool.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
I used to watch all of those Tim Westwood freestyles.
Tim Westwood, TV.com.
Boom, 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 boom.
The Kid Cudi one was dope. That was one of my
Eminem's
favorites.
was fucking flames.
Oh, yeah.
Miss you, Kid Cudi.
Men's don't get hot.
What a
Ting out, man.
who did I don't think it was on Westwood or Sway, but Kendrick did one where he would do like they just had topics that they would throw out. Like he had note card. Like the guy sitting across from him would have note cards.
I know what you're talking about.
And they would just throw him random topics, and Kendrick would like do this freestyle about all the topics.
That shit was hard. I don't remember whose it was, but I saw that one. You guys like the Llama Pajama videos? Have you seen those?
No.
Oh, it's where
Llama Red Pajama?
Yeah,
Is that
the rappers read that, but like in their cadence or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Luda had a good one.
Not
Really?
a fan. Fuck Ludacris.
You fuck Ludacris? Who's the king of the South?
It's T.I., bro.
T.I.P.?
It's T.I. It's T.I. more anything.
I'm going to say Gucci is probably the king of the South. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Now.
How?
Now.
How, Sway? How?
You don't have the answers.
You don't have the answers. How?
Oh, I've got an answer. I think because look at his influence in both the sound and like work ethic of rappers now. We were just talking about dropping all these lengthy playlists. Who started doing that? That was Gucci. Every fucking...
Don't forget Wayne, though.
Right? But did Wayne also, if we're talking King of the South, who influenced the sound more? I think if we're... Andre 3000 would definitely have influenced the sound more now than Wayne did. I mean, Wayne got so much of his sound from Andre
Wayne-
3000, right?
Let's be
Wayne
real.
changed the way people did
I agree.
rap music.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Not everybody's a little something because of Lil Wayne.
So you're gonna say Wayne is the king?
Well, like even
I'm saying now, right now,
No,
right now.
Oh, current king of the South.
It's not Gucci Mane.
I think it's Gucci. He's on the,
The
he's on the radio.
Migos collectively.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
the Migos collectively. Okay.
Because they
You're right,
also,
you're
they
right,
also
okay.
they also changed rap music. Just those triplets, like
Three kings
Yeah.
of the
The ad-lib
realm
game is
of the
just
South realm
crazy.
of rap.
The most important thing is that Southern rap music is just king in the industry right
Yeah.
now, which is the coolest thing
yeah,
to me.
which is
dope.
crazy because it was always back and forth between New York, LA, and then the South is just it rose again.
It rose again.
I was like, I don't want to say that. I was like, I don't want to.
Just pick your words wisely,
Yeah.
my friend.
The South shall rise
What is that
again.
again?
And the rappers just out
Rappers
there
out here
chanting,
just-
the South shall rise. I'm thinking about starting to brand myself as Chance the Rapper, but CHANTS, and I just do chants at shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll fuck your dad. I'll fuck your dad. I'll fuck your dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to let that go.
Fuck the kids. Fuck the kids. Fuck the kids.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, man.
I don't give a fuck about kids. Yeah,
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah. So you're a big Chance the Rapper fan?
yeah, man. I am a big Chance the Rapper fan. I admire how quickly he blew up because honestly, I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Like being from Chicago and being there while it was happening, like I always thought he was good, but I just thought like, oh, he's gonna be a really good local rapper. Like,
Right.
I'd never.
I thought he'd be like Joey Badass level for a long time, if that makes any sense.
I remember when Chance was like passing out his mixtape in the store, like.
No shit.
Oh yeah. Like he still walks around Chicago with like one security guard sometimes, but like he's still just a regular dude. But
Right.
I remember him being in this store called Leaders, and he used to just be in there chilling and be like, "Yo, check out my mixtape." That's why he has that line that's like, "I used to pass out music. I still pass out music." Yeah, he really was like on them corners, like, "Yo, check out my mixtape." The guy at the grocery store that's like, "Yo, I take donations, like whatever you want. I got
That's so
this
cool,
new
man.
hotness."
Yeah, I mean, to be like fully that committed, to be at that level of celebrity and still be committed to your community in that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That really does. I
he
mean,
could run for mayor and win
right.
easy.
I mean, it really is
Who's
an
the mayor of Chicago
admirable,
now?
beautiful fucking thing.
Is it Ron Manuel still?
Yeah, he's not doing great.
Oh, man.
I was really disappointed because like he came from the Obama administration, so I was
Right.
like, yeah, he's gonna be good for the city. Not at all.
You know his
Really?
You know his brother is like was the inspiration
Ari
for
Gold.
Ari Gold from Entourage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ari Manuel's his brother, right? He's like the super agent, like Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg's guy and shit like that.
I
And
would
that's-
have never thought.
Yeah, it makes that. And once I knew that, I was like, all right, Rom's behavior makes sense because he was kind of a dick when he was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
Yeah. What was he for Obama? He was the
ooh.
campaign manager or some shit like that.
Yeah, he was like the right hand, right? He was Obama's right hand before he came.
David
When the-
David Axelrod was his campaign manager, but I think that he was the chair of his campaign.
Oh, okay.
There's the manager, and then there's
Are you talking about Chance the Rapper's dad?
Oh,
too. He's also
he
in
also
there.
worked on the Obama
worked for-
campaign.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
And that like the way Chance moves now, like you can tell, like it's all political. It's all strategic. Like
he's a new Al Franken.
yeah.
He's the new Al Franken.
Now be caught touching boobs. I hear Al. I mean Chance. I mean just don't get
Chance Franken.
Chance Franken.
Yeah, so I also wanted to talk about last week that kind of ties in what we were talking about earlier. The Drake and Migos had a song together off Culture 2, and they dropped that new video. Did you guys watch that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the like Soul Train video.
Oh dope.
song.
So dope.
I
Yeah.
love Walk It, Talk It. I love that song.
Drake's verse is so dope.
Right.
Yeah. I liked it before I saw it. We got Offset to dance, which is crazy.
And he was into it. he was like
you know,
leaning
he used
into
to
it.
be a dancer.
No shit, really.
Yeah, if you look it up on World Star or YouTube or something, just
It's
type in
just-
Offset. It's him like pop locking and
Like doing that shit with his head, with his shoulders,
the
and all that.
the T-Pain move. Where he was really into it. So in interviews, they were like, "Yo, can we get a couple dance moves?" He's like, "Nah, I don't do that shit no more." So like to see him doing it in the video, I was like, yes, they got Offset to dance again.
Damn, yeah. That was
Which
just
is
like a
good.
fun ass.
Yeah, which is like it just makes the Migos look more appealing because they look like they're finally having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just street dudes.
Well,
out
their
here.
videos are always fun.
Oh yeah, like Stir Fry, like it's constantly getting better. It's constantly getting better.
Dude, I think Stir Fry was the best song off that album. And I think that was like you were saying, man, the Migos just need to cut loose and have fun like they did on Fight Night and like now Stir Fry. And like, I want a whole album of that shit where they're just like,
Most people complain about artists changing too much from one album to the other. Most people are like, man, they went too different. I like the sound that they had on the first album.
Right.
Migos made the exact same album. Like,
they did it over again,
honestly, and people were mad about it. They're like,
well, they did
oh,
it twice. It's like twice the length.
Yeah. And it's also like you could tell me I can't differentiate like what was on Culture 1 and 2. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds exactly the same. Stir Fry is Bad and Bougie. Like it's the same song.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Stir Fry has a little bit more creativity put into the like production, I guess.
I fuck with it. I'm still
But if you
bumping
listen,
it. But it is the exact same
any of those fucking
album.
deep cuts off Culture 2 are just like the same thing from Culture 1. And that's it. Culture 1 was just, I looked it up, it was 13 songs. 13 songs, that's what I want from Drake, man. It's just like a 10-song project. I don't need 50 songs.
He's got something on the way. He's cooking it up.
Stay cooking.
Yeah.
So
Did you like the new stuff he's been putting out?
God's Plan.
Yeah, and Look Alive.
The other one wasn't as great. God's Plan is dope only for, I was talking to Scott Easton the other day, another Huntsville comic, and another hip hop fan. You guys should have him on.
No, is he really?
Oh yeah, deep
Yeah.
hip hop fan.
I know he's a sneakerhead.
Oh yeah. You gotta, if you're a hype beast, you like hip hop.
got you.
Yeah, and the two are,
Comes with
so
the culture.
intertwined.
Comes with the territory. Yeah.
But the reason God's Plan is so dope, that line where it's like, I only left my bed and my mom, girl, I'm sorry.
Right.
It's because the beat drops out.
Right.
Yeah.
Anytime you drop the beat out of a song,
Right.
those lyrics immediately
Instantly.
hit hard.
Instantly.
Immediately
When
pop.
everybody was doing that So Gone challenge on that Monica beat,
Yeah.
the reason it sounded so good for everybody's bars
Yeah.
was because every fourth bar the beat drops out, so whatever you said sounded dope.
Yeah,
it
just
doesn't matter.
Yeah, just do it 20 times a song, and like every other bar is gonna sound great, right?
Oh yeah, I'm hearing it now.
As soon as you drop the beat out, that shit sounds.
Just make sure you have a good punchline at that point in time, and then you
It
straight.
doesn't even have to be good. It's just,
No.
it's just got to rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah, or not even. It's just got to be like in time.
Yeah,
even
it's misleading. That's how you make a hit album. It's
Yeah.
all producers, man.
right. I mean, producers are the driving force, so I don't think that's any
Every
surprise
year
to anybody.
when
Yeah.
a hip hop producer doesn't win a Grammy for like production, I'm like, they're fucking stupid. Like when
Right.
they give it to some dude that runs an orchestra, I'm like, that ain't shit.
Metro Boomin, get a
Right,
Grammy.
Metro Boomin.
Does he
Like,
have a Grammy?
No, well maybe.
Does
Tracks.
he get
You
one?
should
on-
track-
Not
do you
for
get what-
production. For
But, like-
production, he should have hella Grammys.
Right.
Because when was the last time you heard a song that didn't say, if young Metro don't trust you, I'm going to shoot you?
Right. I mean, he is dry. If the whole sound is like trap music, if that's like dominating like the top 10 right now, how is he not the guy that everybody's looking to? And I think that people are kind of aware, but not
people
like,
know he's the man. It's just he doesn't have a Grammy for production, and that bothers me.
right. Well, I mean, that just shows how like stupid the Grammys are. Ultimately, to me, is like, I mean, how
Award shows are dumb in general. So it
Well,
just makes
they're
it-
dumb until I get nominated. I don't fuck with them.
Right.
But if I get nominated, that's
It's
my
taking
shit.
someone's art, right? It's taking someone's art and looking at it subjectively and then giving the best prize for it. Like, what's the true metric? It's not a true competition. It's all like, oh, we all like this thing. We should nominate it for an award.
Yeah.
And then, okay, we should vote on this award.
Right.
Or
Well, and
line
they-
our pockets with money.
Corey's hot from the Yazoo show.
Second
How
place.
was that show? How was
Second
that
place.
show?
I got second place. I had a good time.
That was
though.
a tough second place, man. That
Yeah.
was
That was close.
that was a
Yeah.
great fucking
heard
show.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
I heard
really,
about
I'm just really happy to. First time at Zany's dope.
Yeah. Great.
And everything worked out.
Corey Perry, New Hotness or Old and Busted?
Apparently, New Hotness.
New
man,
Hotness.
yeah.
He's,
New Hotness.
He's up and coming. That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
hearing.
Yeah, well, I
Word in
hope
the
so, man.
streets.
Shit.
Word in the streets.
Nigga needs to get booked. That's what I need. So, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, I just want a chance. Make people laugh. That's all I care. All I want is that chance to make people laugh. I'm really good. I think I'm good at it. Finally, I can finally believe in myself. Really, shit.
You knocked him dead last night, man. That was a great show.
I'm mad I missed it.
Man, dude,
just like when the set list works out, because I don't feel as if
perfect.
I don't feel like I don't tell the same joke the same way every time.
Yeah,
it just sort of happens to work. I don't know how your guys' process works.
For me, it's like
can't be said.
I have guidelines. I'm like, all right, this is where I'm going to start and this is where I'm going to end. But
anything between is like just all feeling.
Yeah, I got to feel it. You just got to catch the beat.
Right.
I'm gonna catch it running. The running.
You can tell if somebody's just too robotic.
Yeah, like people that write their jokes line for line. That's scary to me.
Because you made the commitment. You know what I mean? You made that commitment and you can't bail to the next thing.
If you have to say it every single time the exact same way, I'm like, no, your OCD makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
You probably killed.
I mean, that was Patrice O'Neal's whole thing. It's just like he would tell every single joke different.
Yeah.
Like every time, and by the end of it's like if you've got some
you make it
spiel
fun for
that you tell
yourself.
everybody. Like you think about how you would just like some topic that you genuinely care about, and somebody asks you about it at a bar, and you start going into it. You're gonna hit the same beats, but it's gonna be different depending on what the room is. It's it's got to be that self-aware. It's got to be that present. That's why Patrice O'Neal was such like a presence, is because he could just pop that bubble and just be like, I'm right here in the moment. Like this is happening right now.
I'm a big fan of Patrice O'Neal's philosophy on like dating and women and like I'm trying to think of